Hey there, fellow and future adventurers. Welcome back to Caveman Gaming. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Language of Magic. I just wanted to chime in here before we get into this next episode, episode 31, as a matter of fact. Some of you may notice that we had to skip a couple of episodes as I was not present for them during the time of play. And I just wanted to chime in here, kind of let people know why that is, what's going on. I had to take a little break, had to do a step back from D&D for a few weeks here, as over the holidays and for a few months before that, I had some family members struggling with some health issues, and very recently here I unfortunately had a death in the family, and I needed some time to focus on that, take care of what I needed to, and just put a lot of the games and the things I've been doing here on the channel on pause for a little bit. So I appreciate everybody understanding, hopefully anticipating episodes to come. I'm very much looking forward to getting into 2026 and continuing on with not just the Language of Magic, but several other videos here on Caveman Gaming. And I hope you're excited as well. So thank you for tuning in. Let's get in to episode 31 of the Language of Magic. Cheers.
So last time on our Language of Magic, the group had come back to their bastion after uh, returning to Galleon, returning to Hag's Tooth. They had communicated to the party friend named Fred about the undead town. He was very interested in it, and he actually went out, traveled to it, and as a sign of appreciation, was happy to use his teleportation magic to get the group back to home, back to the bastion. Syl rewarded everyone for a job well done, getting one of the tomes to him, uh, essentially winning in his move in Zorvental. Everyone received 1,000 platinum. They could spend as they see fit, as well as three Zorvental tokens. Uh, the group learned that one of the things that Fred was doing with his significant magical acumen back in Galleon was setting up a shop for one of uh, his friend named Jasper. And so Syl decided to go shopping with the rest of the group and used his teleportation circle to get the group to Jasper's shop over in Galleon. Shopping ensued. People bought things, and the group headed back to their bastion afterwards. They hit up the local adventuring board for requests that people had, and they found that the board was now providing a little more bandwidth to you as to what you could receive. There are local requests as well as things that would be considered more regional. Whether they were potentially beneath you or not, they were still available to you. The group collected several different potential tasks that they might be interested in, and they noted one that was essentially titled The Return of the Rat King. Had a fun little five-legged rat drawn on it, and the group headed back into the abandoned house where they found very early on a rat similar to that which they had previously fought. In fact, Tango fought this rat. The rat put up a very, very good fight for a large rat, but there were several like that. And upon reaching the top, uh, the Rat King was no longer just a dog-sized rat, but in fact a human-sized bipedal creature that threw exploding rats and swung a beam that fell from the ceiling at the group. Uh, the fight was once again difficult, proving very difficult to strike blows with this rat. But after a magnificent jump into the Rat King's room by by Darren standing up and, of course, finding himself immediately surrounded and low on the initiative, you guys were successful in defeating these rats. Uh, Unlike previously, where the rat was exploded and left behind, you guys have decided not to do that. You're still in the house after successfully defeating this Rat King. Uh, one other little note is that Parsnip spoke to a regular rat that was on one of the lower levels, who did provide the information of the fact that rats were following this Rat King, and this rat had essentially consumed some of the previous Rat King, which is what allowed him to grow to become a rodent of unusual size. And with that, we will pick things back up inside the abandoned house with the rat carcasses all around you.
Okay, y'all. Let's start shoveling these several. Oh God, I can't talk. Shoveling these things in our bag.
What the dead rats?
Well, yeah. Because if we leave the rat body here, another rat will just come and munch on it, and then we'll have another goddamn Rat King. And the last one threw exploding things at us.
Huh.
Isn't the house partially on fire from some fireball action?
Hey, listen.
There was a fireball that went off. Yes, the ground in the area that it just had covered has collapsed from a fireball that was on rickety wood.
I mean, this house should have been condemned long ago. We really need to talk to your cousin Tango, or the lady that, is, I don't know if she's the mayor, I can't remember her actual title, about, getting a code inspector in here, because this thing, it's a breeding ground for disease and monsters.
You're not wrong.
So do you think we can get this? Oh, sorry, Parsnip.
I guess we'll start scooping up rats.
Yeah. Should
Ew.
we chop it up? I don't want to deal with that. Well, I mean, how is this giant hulking beast of a rat thing going to fit in that bag?
Why don't we just...
We could just pile them up and burn them.
I mean, I could do that. I think I've got another spell that I could do.
What about
Might.
remove curse on the entire building?
Well, I don't have that. That's more of a... Isn't that more of like a divine-natured spell?
Oh.
It's a cleric spell, I believe. Yes, a priestly spell.
Yeah, I mean, just because I'm meta-god doesn't mean that I actually, want to worship any of them right now. I like Parsnip's idea. I think we just light the whole damn thing up. I guess I could...
dead rats in my bag.
Yeah, I guess I could try to use sending on your cousin and ask her for permission to do that, and then we could just light the whole thing up.
Do you mean my aunt?
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
We don't need to ask permission. It's fine.
Well, I mean, I don't want to be arrested for arson.
Well, let's just not get caught.
I'm sorry, but we kind of stick out.
True. I just don't feel like asking to come. Yeah.
I mean, I like the idea of burning these things, but it might be a good idea to burn them at our estate instead of lighting up an entire house. Because the fire wouldn't be as controlled. It could spread. We could end up killing the 2 little kids that hired us and his family. Like, just food for thought.
Yeah, then there's the possibility if we're dragging them all the way across town, we're just going to spread whatever this disease is from here.
Well, that's why I said let's put it in a bag.
Chop them up and put them in a bag.
Well, just drag them out to the street and burn them in front of the house.
I don't know that that's a good idea either, but you know what? I'm out of ideas.
Gross.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty. I honestly don't know that we should throw these things in the street either, though, because it might cause a panic.
Or, one last thing we could do. Leave everything totally as is. Go collect our payment. Say it's a done deal. Erase this from our memories. And never pick up another job off the board that has anything to do with Rat Kings. It is no longer our problem.
That's an option, but I don't know that I like that option. You know, I want to try to leave this place better than we found it. And I think if we just ignore the situation and don't clean up our mess, we're just going to perpetuate and, you know, the line and reign of Rat Kings and potentially add to their body counts.
We did just talk about burning the place down.
Again, I'm totally for that, but unless we can get like a permit or something from your aunt and permission, and we can make sure that this place the fire doesn't spread, you know, the thing, just food for thought. Can I look around for like any kind of sheets that survived or rugs that survived the explosion?
Oh, there's a small little one just outside in the stairs area.
Would it be big enough? It probably wouldn't be big enough to wrap up the Rat King in, would it?
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't know what to do, guys. My money's on making kebabs out of this thing, and I don't know. Is there like in the area, is there like an alley or something that we could dispose of the bodies in?
Sure, yeah, but towards the left side of the screen is the main street, and towards the right would be very small semi-wooded lot that backs up towards kind of the alley that would go between rows of houses. It's not incredibly private, but it's not as exposed as the front street would be.
Well, we could just try to get rid of them in the alley.
Works for me.
You look behind you, Simon, and you do see a nice little fiery smoke pit behind you in the middle of the house, if you cared.
Oh, is that what that gray circle is?
Yeah, that's the ground that's given away to your fireball that's basically steaming and flickering in flames.
Fuck it. Help me push these things over here in this pit. I'll burn it again. And Simon will...
Is there anything on the Rat King?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Okay.
Can I give him the help action since I'm going to help him move it? Okay. Roll it again because you get advantage since I'm helping.
Right, nice, very nice. Yes, so you go to move it, and Parsnip, it's actually for you. It wasn't very difficult, as you feel a very slight pulling towards this creature. It's a little unusual. I'm not sure why, but when you get really up close to it, it's almost like you feel a static between the two of you. And you go down, and as a ranger, you're used to handling dead animals and so forth. And so you kind of peer inside of its mouth, and kind of stuck up in between some of its back teeth and its mouth, you see what appears to be two humanoid fingers that are somewhat preserved.
Ooh, 2 more fingers from my hand. I pull them out and try to attach them to the hand.
Yeah, you pull them out, and it's surprising that these things do seem to connect directly to the hand. They look just like it, same color, same shade, same kind of tearing effect is between it. And as you kind of hold them together, after a few moments, you see them kind of as the two fingers kind of connect to that hand that's dangling around your neck.
I'd be worried that you're collecting body parts.
I had the hand for a while, remember?
I think I blocked it out. I do remember, but I think I blocked it out.
I don't. When did this happen?
It was the unmade hand. It was in.
It was from the werewolves. Or the
Yeah,
were
I think
creatures,
it was
right?
from the were creatures, yeah. But it's I think it's Fae or something. That's why I grabbed it.
That's so weird.
But I remember it was missing 2 fingers.
So is it complete now?
I don't know.
You see, it appears that all 5 of the fingers are now there on this almost it's as if it's been preserved, but it's kind of this burgundyish color hand. It doesn't quite look like a human elf or anything like that. Like no specific race. It's just a little bit longer and thinner. The hand's a little wider. It's just it's off in some way, but it does seem to be intact now. And Parsnip, you can see that the active effect is a little bit different now that you've attached the last 2 fingers.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Wonder if we're gonna find an arm next. Okay, help me pull this thing over.
Okay.
You guys drag the king over, and as it puts him down into the little fiery pit, you just hear pop, 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 pop as you look down as a bunch of little rats are starting to pour out from what appears to be from inside of it as they're exploding and popping inside of the fire.
I immediately throw another fireball in there and blow it up. That's disgusting. Absolutely not.
You guys take a little bit of time, and you usher in all of the rat brutes, the rat king, get them all into Simon's collapsed building. Simon,
Is that
go
what it's
ahead.
called now? Simon's collapsed building?
Yeah, go give me an Arcana check. I'm just curious if your second fireball could potentially bring the entire building down, or if you have enough control just to kind of keep it in the right area.
Oh, probably not. If I meta magic it to be careful spell, which I know mechanically is just mostly to shield my, not my coworkers, my companions and stuff. If I use careful spell and stuff like that, could I
Sure.
lower the
If,
DC?
if you want to say that the house is being carefully done with your magic, that's totally fine. You're conscious of it. That's fine. That's the important thing.
Yeah. I'll still roll the Chrono check though, just to see what I got.
Hey, look at that! You do excellent. You contain it right into that little area, and just that sunken down portion of the house is just turned to ash, including all the little popping and exploding rats that are inside there.
I feel better.
Having bested once again a most egregious foe, you guys make your way down to the bottom of the house. You see the two young boys waiting up front. One of them having come run back up from next door, and he's got a little basket. And inside, you see what appears to be about a dozen little cookie biscuit things. They would appear like a sugar cookie without any kind of sugar on top of them, with two on the top that have clearly been eaten in probably the last 30 seconds or so. And he comes running over towards you guys to say, he pulls them back closer. Did you get it?
Yeah. Y'all probably don't want to be like. Yes, we got it, but there was a casualty. The house. Please don't go into this house again. It is very unsafe because I lit up a good portion of it, and y'all might fall and get hurt.
They look at you like, oh, our house is, that was our secret place.
You could probably be safe on like the bottom floor. Just don't go upstairs, please. Just for your safety.
Each other. One of us shrugs, and the other one shrugs. Say, okay. They shove a basket of cookies into your hand, and they go running into the bottom of the house.
Cookies.
There's fire above us.
Yeah, by the way, it still might be burning. Can I go back in and just ray of frost the fire? Would that work?
Yeah, you do your best to make it less unsafe for the children.
This place is going to be condemned for sure now.
Unfortunately, you have seen there are quite a few homes like this throughout the city. It's still in that recovery phase.
That's fair.
Do you guys have anything else that you wish to do with the abandoned house of the Rat King?
Simon's going to eat a cookie and head out.
All right. Simon, do me a favor and roll a d6.
I love it. 4.
Upon consuming the cookie, you find that you have 4 temporary hit points.
Hell yeah! Y'all should try these. These are really good.
You guys
Eat a
have...
cookie.
You could go ahead and roll a d6. You'll get those many temporary hit points. You guys are down to 10 remaining cookies. That will, upon eating them, they'll give you a d6 temporary hit points. You can choose to eat them now, eat them later, whatever you choose. They'll last about a week or so. Okay, there you go. 4 temporary hit points.
Oop.
Welcome back, Phalar, by the way.
Thank you.
I am going to point out a couple of things real quick for Tango's benefit. We have the, if you go into the resource tab, the journal tab under the shops, you can look under Galleon and see Jasper's Junk. If you want to look through there and consider yourself having had an opportunity to shop there, what the party learned is that the most important thing to Jasper is stories. And so Simon gave him a bit of a story as to what you guys have been through in some ways. And he was looking to purchase an amulet. And what Jasper more or less asked was, how would how would you be able to include this item in a story? So tell him that, and it drastically reduced the price on it. It was quite clear Jasper doesn't seem to care too much about money, about gold. So feel free to peruse his goods. You can determine if there's something that you would want to roleplay out purchasing from Jasper. He also has a huge wall, a rack full of skin lotion. And he explained that throughout the course of adventuring, his party came across this big crate of, it was his choice for picking it, this crate of skin lotion. They didn't know what it was until they had claimed it from the sinking ship. And so he had the bright idea that he should open up a shop around a bunch of people like himself and Fred, who are of the undead variety, because of all the people to need skin lotion, it would probably be them. And he's finally got them for sale.
Okay. He's got a lot of stuff. A lot of questionable things.
He knocked down a amulet of health from like 10,000 to 4,000
Okay.
with my story. So I definitely think if you see something you like, give him a story and see if he can discount it. Like, there's a lot of really good stuff there.
Yeah, I'm not so much right now seeing stuff that like I might like, but I'm questioning why a wooden chair is 45,000 gold pieces and an ACDC poster is 100,000.
Oh,
You
there's
missed
a
the
really good
stories.
story associated with that. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're worth the money for sure.
Yeah, they're definitely worth money.
Okay.
You also might have missed Midas from the Bog of Cullen. Midas is a type of devil. Pretty obvious.
Drug dealer?
No.
He's not. He doesn't deal in drugs. He offers to enchant a weapon. He's got a very unique service. You could take almost anything to him, and for 50 gold, he'll give it like a +1 bonus. We'll give it a +1 bonus, but it's basically temporary. It would get you through a single combat. He has told the party that they can give him additional funds where he can then shop around in the material plane, get better tools, and then those items, things could become permanent. For the first improvement, he'd be able to make a +1 permanent, all the way up to a third improvement, which you'd be able to give something a +3 improvement. So you could take like your sword that has the necrotic on crit, and if it doesn't have any bonus to it, you could actually imbue that magical item with this type of a bonus.
I see.
Can I imbue my shoes with that bonus?
You could, but you already have wraps from him that do the same thing.
Oh, there's that.
If you didn't have the wraps, then you could have done that. Yes, I mean you could. You still can if you want to.
Actually, I'm kind of like I didn't notice the Ion Stone of Leadership last time. That seems nice.
Tango, what you also would have missed is that Jasper has a door that leads to Fred's farm. His farm is over in North Aberlin continent, other side of the planet, just outside of Waterdeep.
Okay.
Waterdeep, OS.
Sounds good. I'm gonna look through these items here for a bit. It's gonna keep me distracted for a few minutes here if I want to keep pushing.
Lastly, something that you missed. Everyone had a chance to do a bastion turn, so by all means, you can take a bastion turn whenever your rooms provide for you. One of the turns, Darren did a recruitment turn, and you guys have a shepherd now. His name is Morn. He's got a bunch of goats, and he's now working for the group at your bastion. And he's planning. His intent is to have his little goats maintain the property, keep the grass nice and short for you guys. You'll also find that he'll be providing goat's milk to Consuela. You guys will be able to get fresh cheese and butter from it and so forth.
And Simon also peeked inside of his head with his permission and basically verified that he wasn't trying to kill anyone.
Bonus.
What was that parsnip?
The bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Gillis.
After our last housekeeper, I had to. Before we go on to the next, I think we were going to the remnants of the Chaos War. I think that was the next one we were going to do. And before we head out of town, can I swing by either Evie's or the Luminary? I need to pick up a reagent for a spell that I learned. If I get it, I might be able to summon some help if we ever need it.
Absolutely. If you just want to buy a spell component while you're inside Torrenton, Dundagda, Bastion, Navelton, any major city, almost anything that's on the map that has like a magic item shop, they pretty much keep everything in check. If you want to go and buy 5 chalices for Heroes Feast, you might push your limits into what's available, but anything which would be like up through like a 6th or 7th level spell, you can certainly purchase that.
Okay. I need a pickled tentacle and an eyeball and a platinum inlaid vial worth 400 gold.
Yeah, you can definitely purchase those.
Okay. While I'd like to, I know I can buy it anywhere. I'd like to get it from the Luminary because I also want to buy a spell scroll of Misty Step.
Certainly. Yep.
I think that's a 2nd level scroll.
Let's see. The prices are listed.
So that'd be 200 gold.
200. Yep, you can purchase that for 200 gold without any problem.
Okay, I'm going to do that, and then I'm also going to, so I'll just spend the 600, and then I'm going to hand the scroll of Misty Step to Parsnip. I noticed that you like to fight from afar and up close, and sometimes you like to hit things with your glowy stick, so this might either help you get out of the fray or into the fray. And you might already be able to do this, but using this will save your actual normal resources.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Also, I got that flower from the horny guy at that Colon place. And I'm not really good with pretty plants. I'm good with like mushrooms and stuff, but I know you've got a garden, so I thought you might like the flower. And it's the chromatic rose that I'm going to hand you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this thing. It just seems, I don't know, like, it's really pretty and stuff, but I like mushrooms, and I don't know. I thought you might be able to maybe grow it or keep it alive or something.
I can try.
All right.
Simon, I'm going to, before you spend your money, I'm going to
Yes.
point this out because I've done this myself as a player. Your psionic sorcery ability at level 6 allows you to cast the psionic spells that you get automatically without using material components, as long as you're using your sorcery points for it. You can, you can always convert things back and forth. So if you want to save your money, that summon apparition spell doesn't actually have to have that material component.
I know, but I like using my sorcery points to craft my spells more and push the limits. So I wanted it as just like a just in case.
I totally get it.
Yeah, I thought about that. Thank you for the heads up, though. All right, so that is 6 platinum gone. Right? No.
That would
Yes?
be 60 platinum.
Thank you. All right, so that would be...
You guys have completed the Rat King. It moves to the completed pot. I will take just a few seconds. I'm going to pop up the quests that you guys were looking at last week so that Tango has an opportunity to see them. With that, I will leave things open to you guys to let me know what it is that you would like to do. The sandbox is yours.
I know Darren really wanted to do the save my wife. And I'm totally down for doing that one, but I'm also kind of worried about the remnant of the Chaos Wars, because there might be something in that ship that, might not be good.
You guys have any thoughts, any directions you'd like to go?
Yeah. Between those two, I'd rather do the Chaos Wars first, just because it's closer, but that's up to everyone else, too. I'm less interested in being a security guard.
Yeah, I'm in the chaos.
And by the way, as a small reminder, although those are at your disposal, there's certainly never a requirement to do any of the little things on the boards, but sometimes they play into bigger things. I put you on the wrong map. Nope, I didn't move you. You guys should be at Torrenton, I think. Oh, you're not. Back over here.
west. I don't think I said last time, but I'm leaving my cat in the bastion.
Ah, okay. Nipster will remain in the bastion.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's another thing, Tango. We have a house cat now, and by we I mean Parsnip.
Nipster.
Sounds good.
I could put a little picture of Nipster in there. There it is, yeah. Tango or Valar, any direction you guys would like to go? Anything you'd like to do? Any other shopping you want to do in town?
I don't think I need any shopping at the moment.
Saving my money.
Totally understand.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. I just feel like I had a whole bunch of information thrown at me here, and I'm like overwhelmed.
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't help myself. I want you to know you have options.
Too many options lead to analysis paralysis.
Yeah, and like as a group, you all have like 50,000 gold just sitting around burning in your pockets. So what are you gonna do with it?
Simon's down to 449 platinum. He's been spending it because he's never had this much money in his life.
Pull up the little quest here. That sounds like you guys are interested. Remnants of the Chaos Wars, the quest. Your contact for this is a gentleman by the name of Spillbottom Winglewright III, who has a house just outside of the Temple of Antiquity. We can assume you guys take a day after your horrific battle with the Rat King. Simon finishes up doing some shopping. Consuela swoons over Nipster for hours. And you guys, you guys take the night and prepare to head out the next morning to meet your contact. You guys had traveled to the west side of town. You head on out, and you come upon the appropriate address. You see a modest house. It's not right outside of the temple. It's fairly close to it. There's a lot of destroyed homes in the area. This one seems to have been repaired, probably had some damage from the wars some time back. But it's got the walls, it's got the door. It looks like it's a nice little two-story home. Not in a gated community, anything like that. Uh, but you guys find yourself at the appropriate home.
On the door.
Yeah, you head up to the door and you knock on it. And it's just reflexive to go up to a door and kind of knock on it. And then parsed up, you notice that there's a little sign above the doorknob that simply says, knock harder.
I knock harder.
A few moments later, you hear, wait a second. About 45 seconds later, the door slowly opens, and you all see a gnome, roughly Simon's size. He's maybe just a little bit shorter. He would have been taller, but he's got a little bit of a hunch going over to his back. His nose is incredibly long. He's got white hair. It's a little bit disheveled. It's surprisingly long. Some of it's back kind of in this ponytail, but some of it's kind of fallen over his ears. He's got on kind of like this day robe. And he's got a pipe in his hand, and you look down and you see that there's no tobacco or anything in the pipe. He just seems to be holding it. And he comes up and he looks at the group and goes from side to side. Yes.
We're here about the job board posting you made, and I show him the flyer that he put up.
Oh yes. Huh. I was after I went fishing a couple months back. I was out there. I took my little boat. Had my little that little fella Timmy. He rowed for me. I sailed it. We headed on over. I like to fish at the river sometime. Gets me out. Gets some sun. He looks up at the sun for a very long time. Ouch. Okay. Yeah. So I was out there. I was doing some fishing, and I looked out. I said, "What's that?" I said, "Timmy, what's that?" Timmy didn't pay any attention. Timmy was chasing around some flies or butterflies or something. Timmy's a good boy. Timmy's not all there sometimes. I think so. Yeah, I headed on over and I went down the hill and I looked and I could see it. I could see it on the other side of the river. I don't know how I missed it the first time. Probably wasn't paying much attention. Timmy wouldn't have given 2 seashells if he had seen it, I'm sure. But anyhow, I saw this thing. I looked at it and I said, "Well, what the hell is that?" I was like, "Oh, that's one of them damn things flew over us and made my house turn to crap all those years back. It took me forever to get it fixed. My favorite chair got ruined when that thing fell on it. As I know what that is. I'm not going anywhere near it. But hey, figured some strapping lads could go out, take a look at it. Is that you?"
Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
Did you go in it at all, or did you just kind of peek at it from a distance?
Oh, hell no, I didn't go in that thing. I know better. I mean, they got them, they go flying around and they had that stuff, those like beams a lot that would come down and just turn people to ash. I don't want that to happen to me. No, I said, hell no, I'm going to stay away from that thing. Could have sworn I saw a giant frog on it, but I don't know. So I left it.
Wait, you saw a giant frog on it?
I don't know. No, I didn't have my good glasses on. I had my dark glasses on because I was going to be out in the sun. Oh, yeah. I could see that. I could look at the sun with those. Anyhow, so they don't see as well. Maybe it's kind of weird. The thing was kind of in the sand along the river. I'm surprised no one ever saw that thing, but I guess that's the river not too many people take. People take the other tributaries. I like the closest one, though. It's good for fishing. You know, sometimes when I will go fishing, I get a big one. He stretches his hands out, pretty wide. Goes, they're about this big. That's not a fishtail either, really. I caught one. I got a catfish one time, and I got a dogfish, and I got a dogfish that was biting on a catfish all at once.
That's really impressive. Parsnip, do you happen to know the tributary he's talking about?
Me?
You're real good with directions. I'll get lost in a paper bag. I'm good.
I'm good at direction in the country. I don't know about in the city.
Well, he said it was out of the city, right?
Oh, did I?
Yeah. You gotta head out of the city, and it's that first river that's south of us. Now, you don't want to take East River. You wanna go down and you take the
No.
Southeast River, but you don't want to go all the way to the tributary. That's where most people go to do their business. I don't go there because it's too many boats. Too many boats going back and forth. They scare all the fish.
That sound too hard to find.
Yeah, just head down. I mean, it takes a while. Whenever I go, I always gotta tell Timmy's parents, "Don't worry, he'll be back in a couple weeks." It takes time. It's pretty far, but it's okay. I mean, Timmy's a good lad. He takes good care of me.
So it takes about 2 weeks to get down there? Or it takes like a week to get down there and back?
It could take, it usually takes a whole bunch of days. That's why I got a little cot on my boat. I got a cot, and Timmy was a good boy. He took my rocking chair and he hooked it up to the boat. So when we go down there, I can rock on the boat.
Good to know.
Anyhow, I know back in my days when people would go on these types of adventuring and stuff, there was like the finder's fee. That's what we called it. Yeah, I don't know if they call it that anymore. But I call it the finder's fee. So I figure if you find like a special thing or something, if it's like worth 50 gold, then you give me 25 gold, then you have 25 gold, or we could sell the stuff, we could split it, something like that. I thought that was fair. It would go in my retirement fund so I can get a better boat, so Timmy doesn't have to work so hard.
I mean, that sounds fine with us.
Does it?
Does it? I'll let you decide if it doesn't.
I think we can all get an equal share. I don't know about you getting half.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been a long time. What do you think's a good finder's fee?
I mean, do we even know if this thing's still there? You said it was a couple months ago that you saw it. Who's to say it hasn't already been looted?
That's very possible. I don't. There might not be anything in it. You might go down there and have a total waste of your time. But I didn't want to go in the thing because I'd get probably turned into powder.
You certainly would.
Like I said, back in my day, we always did the finder's fee. But if you want to do something different, I'm willing to negotiate. Because if you negotiate, then I'll tell you where to find it.
Didn't you already tell us where to find it?
He told us.
Oh, I guess I played my cards too soon.
Yeah. Maybe we don't want to accept this quest.
That's okay. Someone will come along that likes to explore stuff back in the time when the world was all going to hell or space or something.
Yeah. Simon, you want to take over the whole talking to this guy again? Because he's weird.
I mean, yeah, but I was just gonna take him. Like, he posted the job, and I was gonna say, let's do it. If y'all think you can come up with a better deal, then I think we learned from Hagstooth that I'm not good at haggling.
Well,
Because, like, I played right into Auntie Maven's hands. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
Well, it looks like there's like 60 of you guys. So what about this? What if you find stuff and you find 7 silver pieces and you all get one and I get one? And then it'd be like I'm there with you in spirit.
That's what I said. Everybody gets equal shares.
Oh, okay. I like that. You're a smart guy with a creepy hand.
All
Thank
right,
you.
well, if you're okay with that, then yeah, I'm okay with it. And Tango, we got our boat, don't we? Can't we use that to go down the river?
uh-huh. Absolutely could. We could take on the cost of our own sailing and our food and our adventures. And
Well, I mean, looking at this guy's house, I don't think he has the ability to pay all of that, right? But it's up to you.
just trying to be... yeah. You know. We're good. We're good. Yeah. I'm up for whatever.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because, back in my day, we would always jump at the opportunities to go delving, right? This is like delving. It's just not underground or in a cave. It's delving.
It's into the depths of an alien spaceship.
Yeah, exciting stuff. Huh. Back in my day, an adventure would be, oh, look, the little goblin guys are coming to raid the village. Gotta stop them.
All right,
Times
thank
are
you so
different.
much. Thank you so much, Mr. And then Simon looks at the note again and then says, shit, where is it? There it is. Thank you so
No, my
much,
name's
Mr.
not
Ringle
shit. Where
Wright.
is it?
Nope, sorry. Thank you so much, Mr. Ringle Wright the Third. We've got the location, and we'll report back when we get back in town.
Oh, that's great. Okay, have fun storming the non-Lloyd. He turns around and closes the door behind him. A few moments later, you hear from inside. Oh, it's going great. Like the old days.
We just cut that.
It's kind of... Well, he's... One day you're going to be that old guy.
Oh, that's insulting.
If we live that long.
Exactly.
And then me and Parsnip will come and take care of you. And by that I mean we'll just come by and say hi.
I would hope that you wouldn't let me get that old.
I'm not going to kill you.
Well, we need to adventure until we find something that can.
Well, let's not jinx ourselves. I can go and get food supplies. I guess. We've got our ship. Is there anything else that we want to do in town before we head out?
I can't think of anything.
Does anybody need any spell components or anything? Or are we all good there?
Good now.
Where are we at with the books?
We've got 2. and one is being researched. The Library of Ignorance is being researched by Seal. We've done a bunch of research on the library at Lifegate. And that's probably going to be the next one we go to. We were talking last time, and by last time I mean like 2 days ago, about maybe stocking up on some potions of water breathing, like maybe 2 each. Because what we learned is that part of the ruins gets submerged as the tide comes in and out. So we just need to get prepared for that.
Okay. Cool. Do we have any notes on the other ones? Like if we're going to go south down to this next tributary, is there any alignment with making a trip there?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Right.
Well,
Or any other quest board stuff where, you can get 2 birds stoned at once?
I mean, unless the seabed salvage operation is down the river, I don't know. DM, would we be close to the sun-kissed stones or driftwood?
So, from where he was suggesting you go, or for where he was pointing out this ship it was seen, and hopefully it's a ship. You never know. It could be the carapace of a devastation beetle or something, but you never know. Anyhow, he seems to indicate that where you want to go. I'll put the little pointer on the map. Would be about here, up this little river, where he's recommending. As far as libraries are concerned, let's do this. You have an idea that there's a library here. That would be the library, or the Anatheum of Theshadin. You believe that there was, the library that was over here. It was the Hag's Tooth one. You had the little one down where you guys found on the shore. There's one that is so far somewhere in the frozen north, so that could be anywhere along here. You've also got one that is in Lifegate, which would be off the map to east of you, slightly north. And lastly, you heard that the
Dragon has
other
one.
gate, the other one came from El Toro and it rose, and that's going to be all the way over on another continent.
Gotcha. Okay. Where's Driftwood?
It's number 12 on the map.
Okay.
So we could do this one and then go down to Driftwood. That one is about sea hags, I think.
Yes. We could also swing by the Sea Breeze Inn and find out about salvage operation.
Yeah, since we'd have to go down the East River, we could just go around it and sail.
Yeah.
We might need to stock up on a means to breathe underwater if we do that one, though.
True. Yeah, could do that. I haven't been paying attention for a couple days here, Simon. How's your pappy doing?
Well, he sneezed and vanished at dinner one day, and we haven't been able to get a hold of him since. My Gigi's doing okay. She's just a little scatterbrained, I think.
Well, should we not be concerned about your pappy? And
I mean, he's been gone for years. Like he usually would check in on our birthdays and stuff, and we would check in on his and just be like, "Hey, how you doing?" I did try it recently, but like the spell didn't go through. It's kind of. I guess I should be worried, but also like I don't know where he is, and so he just kind of has a habit of like popping into existence and popping out of it.
I see. So that's not something we can like go investigate.
I mean, I guess I could talk to the Answer Dragon. I am kind of worried about home, but I haven't been told definitively that there's something going on.
I see. All right.
But thank you for checking in.
Of course.
I'll note that you do have the Save My Wife that you were looking at. Your contact would be at Saltwind Bastion, which is about here on the map. If interested in that one as well.
Aaron
Again,
was very interested in that one. Like,
yeah. Again, it's a regional thing. Kind of anything that's within about 1,000 miles of you guys could possibly show up for you now. Again, but you could have something which is, my cat is stuck up in a tree because it's something that's 1,000 miles away that would normally be only there for locals. So take everything, as you see it. Security guards, adventurers are hired for security guard work all the time.
I mean, there's definitely something about the promise of going to fight orcs that is definitely compelling. I was drawn to that one right away too, because fighting orcs, that's fun.
yeah. I mean, we can do this one too, but if you want to check and see where that seabed salvage is, maybe we can, do that on the way to this brain thing and then head back and then go save the orc. That being said, I will say, knowing that this place has been here for a few months, maybe we... I don't know, guys. Maybe we go rescue that orc's wife first, because that's kind of more life and death in my mind. What do y'all think?
That's cool with me.
It does look like we'd only be getting 200 for the reward, but I also think... I don't know.
The chaos one's looking a little more sketchy now that we know that the guy is like a million years old and probably not in all of his best faculties. So who knows what the hell he actually saw?
True. We could get out there and it could be nothing, but it's still worth a check, I think. But, like I get what you're saying. I think, there's a more immediate, this person's wife has been taken.
Yeah, that seems more urgent.
Yeah.
I mean, if this thing's been laying on the bed of the river for this long, it ain't going anywhere anytime soon.
We hope.
Yes.
Phalar, what do you think?
That is a great question. So many thoughts.
Yeah, I know I kind of put you on the spot there.
Yeah, I don't have any particular goals other than adventuring and playing music.
Well, maybe this will give you inspiration for a new song.
That would be nice because I feel like I'm always the one giving inspiration. Like it never comes back to me.
Well, there we have it. All right. Well, we got to go and meet the guy first, but since we're in town now, do y'all want to go talk to the other guy and see what this seabed salvage operation is?
Sure.
Yeah, let's get the details.
Alrighty. Tango, I'm going to let you take charge on this one. Also, I need to take my last breathing treatment. That's why I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to mute myself.
All right.
All right, so you guys wish to head towards the Sea Breeze Inn and find your contact, Isolde Vancroft. Is that correct?
May as well
Yep.
check in before we head out of town.
Hold up, Isolde here. You guys head down a little bridge to this little island here, and you pass by a a restaurant called Chevaz. I don't think anyone's actually been past this before, and it's just this little white building that has you see a gentleman standing outside in very close to a tuxedo, with the equivalent of a tuxedo, kind of a robe, and you notice kind of sitting over to the side on a chair is what appears to be some kind of a guard. Looks like a general fighter, just in a leather armor and so forth. And the restaurant behind them is very, very small. It looks like it's like 10 feet wide, 20 feet deep. Um, and as you guys are approaching, walking down toward to go past it, you can't help but notice what appears to be a fairly well-off couple that is walking a little bit ahead of you, and they seem to have a little bit of an interaction with the gentleman who kind of turns to his side and ushers them in, opens the door for them, and you just see them walk into the room. You don't really see anything behind them necessarily. It's a little harder to see inside, but yeah, I mean, people are coming and going. It's just a little odd as to how small this place is. But around it, the walkway kind of goes, and you see this very nice inn that it's 2 stories. It's got decorative stucco and so forth on the outside. It's clearly of a higher caliber than most of the other inns that you've seen inside. It seems to be newer. You get the impression that this place probably refreshes its exterior, maybe interior too, every so often to keep a fresh look on it. Also, being right here out on the salt water, uh, they likely, things will corrode over time with salt water and so forth around them, so they keep up with it. And yeah, you guys see an entrance towards it. You head on in, and there is a set of stairs that lead up over to the side. Over to the left-hand area, there is kind of like not quite a tavern, but like a little eatery area, kind of a restaurant built into it. It has several tables and chairs and so forth. There's nobody currently at this time sitting there eating and so forth. But it's a nice little restaurant here in the inn, as opposed to others where there's like this tavern where they just bring you, whatever the plate of the day is, so to speak. And you find a middle-aged human male behind the counter who looks to you as you all enter in and kind of gives a courteous nod with his head. And says, "Oh, welcome, welcome. Is there anything that I can do for you all?"
Yeah, can you point me in the direction of the meeting room?
Oh, yes. Could I ask, do you have an appointment? Who is it that you are here to meet with, or are you all meeting together?
Nope. Looking for somebody named Isolde
Yes,
Vancroft.
Countess Vancroft. Yes, sir. She does have a room here with us. By all means, and he kind of points towards the door, which is over to the right hand side of this counter. If you would head in, I will go ahead and I will let her know that she has guests here, and I'm sure she'll be with you presently.
Wonderful, thank you, sir.
You guys go in, and there's two tables, one a little larger than the other. It looks like one sits about 10 people, one sits about 20. There is basically chalkboards that are on the walls. There are actual pieces of chalk that you could use to write on them, so you choose. There's even over in the corner, there appear to be a couple of step stools, so they are there to accommodate people of all sizes. The chairs are padded and comfortable. There is linen on those large tables. Over to the side, there is a glass pitcher with several actual glasses along it where you can pour yourself fresh water if you so choose.
I'm just going to pick up a little piece of chalk and very small in one corner of the chalkboard, write Tango was here, and then sit down and wait.
All right. This is Solely. A few minutes goes by, and the door opens, and you see what appears to be a young woman walk into the room. She kind of looks at you all. She's has a fan in her hand. She expands it out and kind of covers the bottom half of her face for just a second as she kind of tips her head forward and looks over it. And she's kind of sizing everybody up in the room. She takes a second to kind of check her position, and she sits down at a table that, frankly, is about as close as she can possibly sit to the door. And she looks towards you all and says, "You all are here to see me. Please, and this is for."
You put your little job posting about some salvage operation?
Yes. I'm terribly sorry. You're not a water elf. You're not a Sudnard. Do you turn into a dolphin by chance?
No, I don't think any of us here are druids.
I mean, I can turn somebody into a dolphin.
Okay, well, that's certainly a start. Well, I do have a job notice. I am looking for someone to go and recover some cargo from one of my family's ships that was lost. Uh, I I expected to see someone though that could go underwater for probably a long time. I don't know if you could do this.
Why not? Magic exists in this world. There's even little potion things you can drink that let people like me breathe underwater for extended periods of time.
Didn't we get
Oh.
some of them recently? I don't have it in my inventory.
Oh, okay. Well, if you wish to do that, that would be your prerogative, I assume. I just assumed that if we were going to be sending someone underwater, that they would want to be acclimated to it naturally.
Well, I suppose the whole reason we've come to see is we've taken some interest in this job to see if it is something that we can even do. So I guess why don't we just start off with a little bit of information, see if this is something we're even willing to accept.
Uh, yes, of course, of course. Um, uh, it, uh, why don't you ask your questions?
Yeah, so it says that you lost one of your family ships just a few leagues offshore. Is that straight out east? Is it north of here, south of here?
Uh, I, I have, what he called it? Logs and a chart that explains where it's at. I believe it's a little east, a little southeast of the city here. One of the mate of the ship, he was able to provide me with that. I would certainly provide that information.
Okay, that's good news for us. Any idea what kind of depths this ship sank to?
He told me out there that it was fairly deep. That he said it could be 500 or more feet deep, I think.
Okay, what kind of cargo's lost?
Well, there was a monetary shipment, so there should be some substantial chests and so forth, some metalworking goods such as silverware and so forth. We were exporting the cutlery, some fine dinnerware and so forth. So unfortunately, the cargo is of a it I'm told it's a bit heavy, so it's not going to be easy to pull up.
See, is it trying to salvage every last little scrap of silver spoon you can off of this thing, or is there specific targeted cargo that's more important than the rest?
Uh, well, you watch it. She's kind of like her eyes are darting back and forth. She's searching for the right answer to give. I think everything on the ship should be brought back. If the ship itself could be raised, that would be even better.
Right. Okay. How long ago did this ship sink? How long's it been down there?
My notice has sat there for it's going on about 5 weeks now. The one group did come and uh, they said they were going to attempt it, and well, they took the information, and I never heard from them again. I don't think they succeeded. they too didn't really seem to be naturally acclimated to water, so I don't think you would see them.
Gotcha. What caused the ship to sink in the first place? Was it attacked by bandits, pirates, or was it a storm? Some sort of sea creature? Something dangerous?
Oh, he, well, he said there was a storm that a fog bank rolled in, and the ship was swallowed in it, and that he was asleep at the time. He said there was horrible crunching, as if the ship had come ashore, but that was impossible because it was too deep, and it was taking on water, and people he heard screaming and people saying to abandon, and he did. And the mate and just a couple people of his crew were able to get on a small boat and make it back. Oh, I don't know what it was necessarily, but he thinks it was maybe a storm that did it.
I see. What is the name of this mate of yours? I wonder if it's somebody I've dealt with in the past.
Uh, his name is Rel. But that's how I know him. He's a strong young gentleman. Similar to yourself. Not as clean. No, not nearly as clean. I'm sure he's in town somewhere, unless he's got on another boat. Um, I don't know.
Any idea where I might be able to find him? Ask him a few questions. Just get a little more clarification on exactly what happened.
I guess if you wanted to find him, you could ask around on the docks. He'd be looking for work there. He always smelled like the sea.
Gotcha. Okay, one last final question for you, man. If we happen to decide to look into this, and because we're already planning on sailing a little bit south of here, I figured maybe this is something we could do on along the way, or perhaps on our way back. If we manage to salvage at least some of the belongings off this ship, or ideally the entire thing, what sort of payment are you willing to negotiate?
She has a very questioning look on her face as she kind of says, "Well, I was gonna offer if for the recovery of five 5,000 gold."
Gold. That's for full recovery, ship and all.
Yes, she sits up straight. Yes, for full recovery.
All right. Well, thank you for meeting with us and sharing this information. I think I'd like to have a little talk with Ral before agreeing to accept this request, and we'll be in touch.
Very good. She kind of stands up, turns slightly towards the go, and she goes, as you were. And she heads out the door.
Okay. I feel very strange about that whole interaction. Like, she was tiptoeing around stuff, maybe holding back on things. Is there anything I can try and kind of glean about her body language or her tone?
Yeah, you can roll an insight check. She's fairly attractive. That might have been a bit distracting for you there, Tango. Maybe this is another woman hitting on you. You're not sure.
That checks out. She
Honestly,
sounds clean.
I think she's probably just kind of burned from the last group, and she was hoping to see someone that was a little bit more aquatic in nature, like she said. But I don't know how we're gonna bring an entire ship back.
We should have hired that were shark before we killed him.
I mean, sure, but that still doesn't fix the idea of, like, bringing back an entire ship.
True. That's why I didn't agree to anything. Something feels wrong about this.
Yeah, the whole crunching sound and being a storm and people screaming. None of that made me feel okay. Just a heads up.
Yeah. We've dealt with, the undead and the ships and the stuff already, so it can't be any worse than that.
I mean, the 5,000 gold would be nice, but
It felt a little short for such a
well,
intense
maybe not.
operation.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, if we can get her, we should have asked her before she left, if we can just bring back the cargo, would that be okay? And also, what's the size of the ship? Like, we didn't get any of that information.
Yeah, that's not important.
No, it is. It is important if if we have to bring the entire thing back.
Well, I suppose. I mean,
I don't know. I mean, if you're interested, we can give it a shot. I don't know how I would raise an entire ship. My abilities aren't suited for that. I mean, maybe Phalar could turn one of us into a whale, and we can loop ropes around the whale in the ship. That just seems very convoluted, because that spell only lasts for a limited time, right?
Yeah. But how long is an hour?
Yeah. So, I think it's okay if we don't take this one. But if you want to give it a shot, Tango, I'm more than happy to.
no, I mean, I'm okay with just sitting back on this one. It sounds like it's been there for, what you said, 5 weeks already. Only one other crew has attempted to go after it. It's probably not going anywhere anytime soon.
I
feel
do.
like we might
Oh,
want to
I'm sorry.
Oh no, my apologies. I feel like we might want to keep it in the back of our minds, and when we're better at breathing water, maybe looking at it again.
Yeah, I mean, we were planning on going and getting some breathing potions anyways, right? I mean, like, this would be a good trial run for all of that, but those things aren't cheap. Like,
They're not?
I know the hags had them, Scab and Grime, they had like 1 or 2, I think, for like, a few hundred. Let me look at the menu that they sent me home with.
It's like 180.
Yeah, but they only had 1. And I know that we could order some from like the Porter's Potions guy, but those are 400 gold a pop. And we're going to have to get a few of them for when we head up the library, potentially, just to be on the safe side. Unless one of us can learn a water breathing spell.
Yeah, that's my next. What about like a? What if we could get a scroll crafted from the luminary? I hate that guy, but
I mean, it would also last 24 hours.
yeah, but can
It's
you cast it on multiple people at once?
You can grant 10 willing creatures of your choice. Actually, that's a really good idea.
Let's see, one scroll, good for one day for the group of us.
Yeah, we could probably go ahead and just purchase 3 of those things and just to be on the safe side, you know.
If it's possible. I'm not even sure if that's something he'll have or if he can craft it or what.
I mean, he has so many of those damn things. And honestly, if we get 3 of them, we can give one to Arcus and he can put it in his book.
Best friends. If I do learn how to do the water breathing spell, I mean, I would be able to just cast it whenever we need it because it's one of those rituals.
Shit, so really we just need to buy the one book or buy the one scroll and then give it to Arcus.
I will point out. I remember reading about the spell in school, friends, and you can breathe, but you still have to like swim, and you can still squish.
Oh no, I know how to swim. Simon doesn't know how to swim.
Sink like a rock.
He'll figure it out.
By squish, do you mean just because it's deep?
I mean, I read in my books, past friends, that if I swim too far, then the squish.
Yeah, water pressure. Yeah, I know that. So it's more than just the ability to breathe underwater. We need some sort of ability with swim speeds.
I mean, I'm sure that you know what? Maybe we practice swimming as we head down if we decide to go do the chaos demon thing.
Sure. And the more I think about it, the more uniqueness or intricacies of this salvage operation. 5,000 gold is not enough.
No, but there's something about it that, I mean, I'm definitely interested in it.
I mean, I'm kind of more curious about Countess Van Croft. I don't know if I've ever heard that name before.
Yeah, I bet you are, you horn dog.
What? Hey.
I don't need my psychic powers to know what was going through your head during that meeting. Alrighty. Well, if you want to go meet up with this, like, guy who smells like the sea and she seems to think kind of fondly of, we can. I think we have, like, regardless, we have a plan of, we have next, like, what are the next steps? That's what I'm going to say. So if you want to go tackle that, meeting that guy, some of us can split off and go ahead and buy a scroll of water breathing just to be on the safe side, because we know we're going to need it.
Sure.
Or we can all go together. I just know you don't like that guy, so I figured, you don't have to worry about meeting him again.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Simon.
Right. So you guys have decided to.
I think some of us are going to go to the Luminary, and Tango and someone else is going to go to the thing. Meet the sailor guy, right? Is that it?
All right. We will start with the Luminary Emporium. You guys head over there. It's in the southern part of the city. And you walk in, and again, there's a room with scrolls. A scroll room. Over to one side of it, there's magic items that are up and around. You poke about, and the very pale elf with horns kind of similar to Parsnips greets you all. Welcome back. Can I help you? Or just looking?
No, I forgot we needed a scroll of water breathing. Do you have one pre-made?
Yes, fairly common. He's standing in the middle of his shop, and he kind of swirls his finger around a little bit, and he makes a come hitherto motion with his finger. And you look, and you see a scroll floating from the other room. You recognize that he's using Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, simple enough. And he takes it, and he kind of folds his hand out towards you. Is this all that you need?
Who came with me? Simon went alone. Yeah, I think so.
Little one.
Yeah, I think so. I'll, yeah, that'll be it. How much is it?
I charge for these 300 gold, same as I do every day.
I know, buddy. I'm sorry. You must be so bored. But hey, thank you anyways. I really appreciate it. And I will fork over the 300.
He kind of rolls his eyes when you say that, and he leans down and hands you the scroll. Yes. And he goes back behind the counter and seems to just sit down. He looks incredibly bored.
And Simon will head, I guess, back. He doesn't know where the group went, so he'll just head back towards the house, maybe?
You guys would have probably taken a moment to say, okay, I'll meet you XYZ at some sort of place. We can say you'll meet back at your bastion when you're finished.
Cool.
For the rest of you, Arcus went with you, by the way. He was there. He looked around. He's happy to have the scroll, I'm sure.
Okay. Hopefully he'll split the cost with me.
Sure. The rest of you head towards the docks. And this is simple enough. Anybody who would be trying to find Rel, feel free to make an investigation check. Investigation check would be DC 10. If you want to just like ask around about it and use persuasion, the DC would just simply be 12. You can do a perception check, hoping that you find somebody that smells exactly like the sea and looks like a young man. The perception check for that would be 20 Phalar. Phalar, you ask just a couple of people, and
Like the first person I ask is like, "Oh yeah,
yeah." Between you and Tango, you pincer attack this. The first person, you just speak to them kindly, and they look at you. Oh yeah, I think he's at the end of the docks over there. He was going to be helping out a fishing boat. And Tango, you get kind of something similar. You get you find a gentleman fishing off the pier, and he'll. Yeah. I know who you're talking about. I saw that lad. He's over there at Old Man Whiskers. That's the name of the boat. He's been helping out with over there. And he points down. You and Phalar can easily lock eyes, and you both have got similar information. Towards the end of one of the docks, there's a boat out there that you can see from your distance that it's set up as a fishing fishing trawler.
Perfect. Well done, Feeler. You feel like taking the lead on this one?
Sure, I can. Although my internet is starting to cut out, so we will see.
As a group, you guys had walked down the docks. They're fairly busy. They're bustling. You remember that a few weeks back, there wasn't much activity. People were kind of sitting around. There was actually a bit of a fear of taking the boats out, and that seems to have been substantially reduced. There's clearly people are coming and going on the boats. There's not much of a problem going out at the moment. And you guys head on out towards that end. And it's a decent sized fishing boat that's out there. You see several large gentlemen that are moving crates on and off. The boat's not the most fragrant of smells, but you do happen to see someone that's kind of giving them a little bit of instruction as far as setting up their sails, getting their nets ready, and so forth. And you see this fairly well built human male, probably about 30 years old. They have very, very short, dark hair that's underneath a red handkerchief that's kind of tied around their neck, a white shirt that's slightly stained. Underneath it, some pants that are rolled up towards their knees and so forth. Clean shaven with just a little bit of a like a 5-day shadow. I'm not saying a 5-day, 5 o'clock shadow on their face as they notice you coming towards it. It's clear that you're heading towards the boat, and they'll kind of hold their hands up to the crew that are moving, just to kind of indicate for them to keep working, and they kind of hop up on the edge of the boat, grab onto one of the ropes, and just kind of stand there and look towards you. Yeah, can I help you? Don't be shy now. You don't have to walk away.
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize he DC'd.
I can see the internet's got your tone.
Womp womp.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking for Ral. Are you Ral?
Who's asking?
I am.
Okay. Why are you asking?
Couple reasons. Heard you were looking for work. I have a ship. Might need some hands. Might have some work jobs. Also, looking for information regarding a merchant ship that Ral was on a month and a half ago, a few weeks back, that went down.
What do you need to know about that?
Because one of the jobs I'm thinking about undertaking involves reclaiming said merchant ship.
Reclaim the ship. Okay.
Salvage operation.
All right.
Are you Ral or are you not Ral?
Listen. I don't know if you want to get involved in that. I'd stay away from it if I were you.
Yeah, tell me more.
I mean, you know whose ship that is, right?
No, that's why I'm looking for Ral to kind of get some more information about it.
look, come here, come here. He calls you over close. That ship, that was a Vegelbor ship, sir.
What's a Vagabor?
So this would be something Tango would recognize pretty quickly. You'd recognize another large merchant ship family, and this is not a scrupulous company. This is not a scrupulous family. This is as if the mafia had a shipping company, and this is their shipping company, and that you would know that, no rolls with your backstory.
Gotcha. Why don't you just make it sound a little sweeter for me?
You mean, okay? It's the Vegelbor family ship with sugar on top. What?
That caught my attention, and now I want to know more. Why should I leave this behind? Why would I not want to gain some favor with the Vegelbors?
Hey, listen, if you want to deal with people like that's your deal, mate. Yeah, fine. What is it you want to know?
How did it go down? I heard it was a storm.
That's the craziest thing. I was in the cabin. I was dozing off mostly. I could see it from the windows. Fog, very thick fog. It rolled in. Boat slows down. Why not? And then it's like we hit something. When the ground hit rocks. Don't know, but we were in deep waters at the time. I swear it. There's no way we were that far off course. I went out. I went out as quick as I could. Boat was sinking fast. I didn't see anything. People were screaming. Captain called, abandoned ship. I listened, grabbed the nearest crew I could. The boat, and we took off. We were in the sea quick. Got lost in the fog for a minute. I could tell you there was a smell. It just smelled like this fishing boat, or similar to it, a little worse. But I paddled away. People screamed. I assumed they were going down with the ship, but I don't know. Something felt off. Something felt a little bit wrong. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. I don't want anything to do with that family. I don't want anything to do with that boat.
I see. How accurate do you feel those logs were about whereabout it went down?
Went down at night. So we knew where we were. The stars were bright that night until the fog rolled in.
And yet, you feel like it ran aground, but there's no way that would have happened because you were in deep water. So, sounds like there's some controversy there.
Hey, you're telling me.
And this fog, this storm didn't feel right in what sort of way? Like, didn't feel natural?
I've been out on the sea years, more than half my life I've been out in the water, mate. And that fog was thick. It was cold. It seemed to almost stick to me. I don't know. I've seen fog come in before, but not like that. It's just off.
This occurred, what, 5 weeks back? Back when the bandits and the undead were still pretty potent out on the seas?
Well, they'd been out there. There's always people out there doing things, trying to take your boats and so forth. We were armed. We had a few ballista at the front. This was a good galley. We usually protect ourselves from that, so they didn't mess with us too much. I know it got worse afterwards, and it's gotten better now. I heard somebody's kind of gone out and dissuaded them.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Was that you, lot?
Yeah.
Okay. I have the tales. You all look a little familiar. Thank you. Okay. Well, that makes me feel better. You're not out for my neck. That's good to know. Yeah. It went down probably around the time that they were a little more active, just before it.
Gotcha. Okay. So your suggestion on possibly salvaging this ship is to just leave it alone, simply because it's part of the bagel boars? Is there any other reasons you wouldn't attempt to salvage any of the car or the entire ship? You said it's a galley, so it's a pretty big ship.
Oh yeah, about 120, 130 feet long. Got probably capacity of about 150 tons. So she was a good one. Yeah. But I just don't want anything to do with that family. I thought you might have worked for them. We're here for my neck to figure out why it is one of their ships was lost. I hear they don't take kindly to that.
Fair enough. What do you think a ship like that's worth for salvaging the entire cargo?
Salvage? If it's still in good piece, you could probably sell it for about 10,000 gold. That's what they typically go for, but you're not likely to get that for it.
Right. Cargo and all?
Well, cargo. I don't know what the cargo was, mate. It could have been a whole bunch of crates of cotton for all I know. So maybe there's not much value in it. But I just take the cargo where I'm told to take it.
I see. Where was the ship headed at the time that it went down?
We were heading across the sea, we were taking it to Rockport.
Rockport. Where's Rockport?
Knowledge, history. Small DC. Yeah. Rockport is a city on the west coast of South Aberlin, which is continents across the way. So, yeah, it would make sense to head in that direction. Going away, you get that his story is at least lining up as far as that's concerned.
Right. I think I'm just starting to connect some dots about what the Countess said about the cargo mostly being a monetary thing. These bagel boars being mafia. This was some sort of large payment being sent somewhere. So now I'm curious as to what were they buying and what sort of deeds was it fueling. I think that's just all kind of going through Tango's mind at the moment, not asking that out loud, but he's curious.
And I misspoke. He would have said 35,000 gold would be the cost of a new version of that ship, not 10.
Okay. Is Failer back yet? Failer, what do you think about all this?
You know, judging our luck, it feels like it may be more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, I'm starting to lean that way too. At least the price tag on the job offering is definitely not seeming up there.
I feel like we're missing. I don't think we have the whole picture, but I don't know what we're missing.
Could I ask you, how'd you hear about this? I didn't think anyone knew about this.
There's a job posting about, or what do you call those? You get the little papers, the flyers off the rock.
I wouldn't know. I don't take anything from those. I can't.
Fair enough. Yeah, we got it from there. Someone who, well, they said they knew you very well. They seemed pretty fond of you. She went by the name of Countess Van Croft.
He looks a little bit confused when you say that.
Isolde?
Yeah. I know who you're talking about. Oh, the poor girl. She's trying to get as far away from her family as she possibly can. At least I thought so. I don't know why she would be trying to do anything like this. Perhaps she's trying to get in their good favors. I don't. I'm surprised. I figured she'd want to stay as far away from this as she possibly could. She doesn't care for her family. She's like one of the only good ones there.
Interesting. Well, you got any questions for this guy there, Phalar, or Nip, if you're with us?
Here,
I mean,
I'm with Palar. It sounds like it's more trouble than it's worth.
surely there's something else you can tell us.
All right. Let's see. What else would they have?
Don't ask me to roll anymore. I've done it all I can do.
No. That was good.
I feel like we're missing a piece that you might be able to help us with.
I know when I think about it, there was something a little bit strange. The captain was very specific on the course that we were to take. Thinking about it, normally we would have skirted just a little more south, catch the tide or to catch the current. But he said that we need to go straight, and he gave us a course, and we headed it. I mean, we were still going. It was just a little unusual. I figured he knew something. Maybe he was trying to avoid some rough seas, or maybe it heard something. But it was slightly unusual that he had us go such a direct route.
Did the captain survive? Or did he go down with the ship?
I don't think he made it. I didn't see him. I heard him call for the abandoned ship. Captain Jay, he called for it, and we headed off. And I waited in the water, but I lost sight of the boat with the fog. People were jumping in. I could hear them screaming as they landed into the water. I don't think I heard him, but we stayed out there for a while. We looked for survivors. I assumed he went down to Joan G. David locker.
Understood. Captain J, you said.
Yeah. Good man. As far as I know, we'd sailed many times. Made that trip back and forth quite a few times. We've been all across the ocean. We've done a lot of long trips together.
He wasn't known to be involved with anything too nefarious or skirting laws or anything like that.
Every once in a while he'll try to get into a port without paying too many dues. Get out just before the time were to charge you for the next day. But no, I didn't feel as if he had been bad guy as far as I know.
All right.
Has he done anything like this? Did he do anything like this before? Was he acting strange or just?
No, like I said, he just said that it was he was told that we had to go a certain way. It's straight. Don't go down the normal southern route that we would take. But otherwise, no. It's just his normal self, as far as I could tell.
All right. Well, I think I've made up my mind about how I feel about this job. You guys got enough answers?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
All right. Rel, thank you for your time. Thank you for answering some of these questions. Like I mentioned, we were that crew that helped with clearing out the waters of the bandits, the pirates, the undead creepies that were sailing these waters recently. And so we have a ship stocked down here. We take it out from time to time. Always looking for good hands, looking for good men that might be able to help us out. You seem like a decent fellow. So if you're interested any time making some coin with us, I'm sure I can find you down here.
Can I ask you, mate, do you fish with it? And he points to a fishing boat that's like full of nets and so forth.
I've definitely fished off of it, yeah.
I mean, is that its purpose? Do you use it to go out and haul in tons of fish?
No. Mostly used with our adventuring lifestyle.
Oh, I'd love it if I could do a job that doesn't make me smell like fish. So yeah, of course, just hit me up.
Wonderful. What is your day's wage?
I'm up to 5 silver a day, so doing pretty well with that.
Wonderful. As a thank you for your time, here is 5 gold.
Yes. Thank you so much. They said you were a good guy. It's much appreciated. We all appreciate what y'all have done. People talk about you. You all must admit, but you all were like 7 feet tall and had lightning bolts shooting out your ass, from what people said. But you seem like good folk.
I mean, sometimes we do.
Yeah, just don't get on our bad side.
Oh no. I won't. But yeah, I'll be here. I'll try to keep my ear close to shore here. So yeah, if you're heading on out, I'll be happy to I'm happy to make your crew for you.
Wonderful. Stay safe, Rel. We'll see you soon.
Kind of nods towards you. And you too. And he pops back down onto the deck and starts going back to organizing the crew.
Quack.
Is it just us now?
Yeah, I think heading back to the bastion. Meet back up with Simon and Arcus.
Okay.
Yeah. Tanko, it almost feels like there was something deliberate about this. Like the route, especially, kind of makes me think that. And I don't know what, but I don't know that it's worth chasing.
Yeah, there's a mystery there, and that's what's keeping me intrigued. The value, or the gold value, is definitely not. Like you guys say, it's more trouble than it's worth. But there could still be some value in favors. Unraveling the mystery, but we've got other stuff to do too. So
Yeah, but I mean, like, would we be creating an enemy in the process?
probably.
I mean, that's what we do, but like, I don't know.
Yeah. So, kind of with what he said, I think what I was kind of understanding is that Isolde there was part of that family, but is maybe looking to get out of the business end of their family dealings, the not so legitimate side of their operations, and maybe this salvage operation is just a way for her to earn some funds to get out of town and maybe even stick it to the rest of her family.
I wonder if there was an insurance claim.
Yeah.
But it does seem like we might be able to hire a sailor if we need one.
Indeed. And again, it doesn't sound like this job's going anywhere else anytime soon.
That's fair.
So
Yeah.
there's some time to sit on it.
Agreed.
Well, so
Y'all meet back up at the at your bastion.
To the bastion, I guess.
Simon's there waiting for you all. He and Arcus have shown up. They have a scroll of water breathing that Arcus is able to use to learn how to cast the spell and write it into his book. What do you all wish to do?
So I bought this teriyaki wrap from a street vendor. If anybody wants to share it with me.
Yes, probably from Meat and Mead.
Sounds tasty.
Did you meet the guy?
We did, but it raises more questions than answers, I feel.
I mean, that's kind of our MO, isn't it?
Yeah, you're not wrong. If now doesn't seem like the time, but if and when we decide to look into this more, I suspect there's like an iceberg under the surface that is we need to be weary of.
My thing, I guess the thing that I've been thinking about is the adventuring party that went out and hasn't come back. Like, that to me doesn't. That to me seems like it's not a piece of land that struck the ship, but maybe something that's more mobile and voracious in appetite, possibly. Of course, any number of things could have happened to them. They could have just decided not to come back. They could have hit it rich. They could have gone to the ship, already excavated it, and never reported back in to sell the stuff themselves.
Like we're about to do to the Nautiloid.
Yes. But I do want to confirm, before we head to the Nautiloid, are we going to this guy whose wife is missing? Because that's over land, not through sea, right?
Yeah, they are in the Whispering Desert.
So maybe we go get real sandy first and then hop on a boat and head down there, or maybe we can do the Nautiloid first, if it is a Nautiloid, and then head back and then do that. It's just if the Nautiloid's like a week's travel or more away, that's a week's time that lady is going to be gone from home, even more so.
Right.
Do we know how long it would take roughly to get there? To the desert?
To the desert. Let me go look at that. Well, we can look together actually to get that.
Oh, is that what the guy looks like?
That's right.
Hello, nurse. Jesus. Okay.
All right, let's look here together.
He looks pissed off.
Right?
Like really pissed off.
All right, so Saltwind Bastion is right here in the inside of the desert.
Oh, mean orcs avoid. Look at that. We were told that last time.
So you're looking at probably about, I think it's a day's travel to the edge of the desert, and then you're looking at, I think, 2 days of travel to get down to Saltwind Bastion. So you're probably at about 3 days.
Well, shoot. Why don't we just do that real fast and then hop on a boat and check out this crazy old man's Nautiloid?
Damn, I've been wanting to fight those orcs ever since we heard about them.
Also, shoot, last time we went out there, Seal paid for us to go out there, and I think we got that information from the cart driver? Maybe I'm wrong. But it was someone that worked with Seal in some capacity, right?
That's right. You guys took a carriage to the edge of the desert where there is a large stable. And you got various bits of information from that. I don't know if he necessarily talked to you about quote mean orcs, but he did give you information, and you do know that you are almost guaranteed to have camels waiting for you if you come back to the edge of the desert, as they are quote unquote supposed to come home on their own.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind going back to the desert. I mean, I'm still finding sand in unmentionable places, but that's okay.
There is that.
Well, it's certainly easy enough for you guys to head back out in this direction. I will go ahead and I will do what I try to do if I know you guys are going to be away from a town for a little while. Is there anything left that you guys would want to do? Any adventuring gear, any type of shopping? I'm not worried about getting food and water and that sort of thing. But anything that you feel that you need to purchase from the magic shops. Oh, I want to buy 10 barrels, whatever the case may be. I don't know. But this would be the time to do it.
I did want to ask if I could supplement some of the gold that was in our party loot to pay back the spell scroll that I bought. Maybe, if that's okay.
I would have assumed you took it from the party loot to purchase it myself.
No, I pulled it from my funds because I forgot we had party loot.
You pull it from the party loot. That's a party
Okay,
purchase.
cool. Hell yeah. Okay, fix that then. Edit. So we no longer have that. It is 710 gold left. Okay, all good.
So you guys have already traveled here before. Let me change it from watery town music. Something a little different. This is the opposite, but we'll do this. All right, so assuming that you guys have taken care of all the purchasing that you would need to do and so forth, you guys pay a couple gold and get yourselves a carriage. Whisks you away west of town, follows a road, and leads you to the edge of the desert. You arrive in the evening. They're going to recommend you head out the next day. And sure enough, when you arrive, you recognize several of the workers that are there. They have quite a few camels. They recognize you as well. And more or less say, yes, your camels have returned. At least some of them do. So please, whichever you so choose, the ones that you had previously or others or new, you are welcome to take them. Your camels, they will always come back here for you. The following day, after you've rested up, you hop on your camels and you start the journey. It's been a while since you guys were here. Not a tremendous amount of time, but it starts to feel like it was just yesterday that you started traveling across this hot desert. But you guys are a little more experienced for it now. You know what to avoid, know what to look for. And you travel during the cool parts of the day. You rest up at the hottest points. And you take 2 days to travel without much of an incident before you head towards and arrive at a place that's referred to in these parts as the Saltwind Bastion. So I pull it up. And I don't know if I put a party token on here, so. All right, if anybody cannot see, let me know.
I'm able to see.
As you arrive at this place, it's clear that this isn't much of a structure, so to speak. It's not a city, it's not a town. This is just an oasis at the edge of some mountains. Various tents are set up. There are a few people kind of hawking wares a little bit, but this seems more like a community of passersby that know that this is a place where they can come get a little respite. It's clearly cooler here with a little bit of shade from the tall mountains that are nearby. Wind kind of rushes through it, and it's kind of got this cooling feeling. There's a little bit of hubbub, a little bit of hustle and bustle, people kind of moving about. But again, you don't see anything like a city guard or structures of anything other than just tents and so forth. You get the feeling that anybody that's here probably doesn't spend a lot of time here, but this is just kind of a stop to someplace else.
All right. So we made it. We're looking for Mogrosh and his children. I think I'd just start looking around for any single dad-looking guy with some kids around him.
Yeah.
And with a name like Mogrosh, might be of a different lineage than.
All right. You all are welcome to let's see what you see as you're here. Go ahead. Everybody can roll perception checks if they so choose.
Okay, perception.
Okay. Tango, as you first start heading in, the breeze hits you, it's cooled you down. Sand is awful, especially for the armored folks. One thing catches your attention fairly early as you kind of head in towards this little sanctuary. You see a couple kind of hanging out over to the side, and it's kind of this unusual couple. You see a fairly tall human woman with what appears to be a kind of short, rotund dragonborn, and they're just kind of sitting on a blanket, enjoying the breeze, chatting it up. They seem to be clearly in some sort of a romantic relationship, and it can't help but be distracted by it just a little bit. Phalar, as you come in, you catch that there is, in fact, a nice oasis. Clear water not too far away from you. It actually smells pretty decent. And otherwise, you're just kind of distracted by a little bit of sound that comes through the mountains. It's called the Whispering Desert, and the whispers almost get musical here. You guys have actually heard whispers out there. You know the source of them, but the winds cause a bit of sound to pass through as you come into this. Nothing really stands out to you, though, as far as the people are concerned. Simon, with your 20 perception, as you guys have ventured in a little bit, you notice that there is, in fact, a little orc family. There's appears to be an older male orc. I say older, they're probably about 30, 35, and two younger ones. They look to be young teens, maybe between 12, 15 years of age. And they are speaking with a human woman, dark black hair, who is adorned in fairly good clothing. She's got not garish, but quite a bit of gold that's visible on them. She's flanked by a couple of dragonborn. They're just having a conversation. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with that. Parsnip, you notice this as well, but you also can't help but notice when you look over at the side, you see something that just kind of stands out that's not quite right. There's a young girl that seems to be by herself. And then you recognize her. You see this frail, white-haired girl just kind of sitting on a rock, looking out in the water, hanging out. This was a girl that tried to take something off of Phalar when you guys were in the desert city previously. And she's just here all by herself. The orc family that you guys notice is over here.
Do you think those? Do you think they might know where this guy might be, or do you think maybe this is the guy we're looking for? He looks kind of like a single dad.
Well, let's go ask him.
Okay.
Hey, Mogrash.
You can see a conversation taking place, and as you call out the name, the 6 people that are having this conversation, they'll just kind of stop and turn to look at you, and 5 faces turn towards the male orc as he kind of furrows his brow a little bit. It's just, yeah, that's me.
Cool. I am very terrible at picking up on the social cues. I didn't mean to interrupt your conversation. I can give you a few minutes if you need.
I was gonna have the flyer like out.
He kind of looks at you. He turns back towards the woman, and the woman says, "It's okay. It's okay. Hold on." She steps up to the group of you all, and as she does, you see these 2 other Dragonborn kind of moving with her and staying on either side of her. It's fairly clear to you guys that they're probably her bodyguards, protection in some way. And she kind of looks at the group and goes, I've seen you before, haven't I? I don't ever forget a face. I've seen you in my city before. Yes?
What city was that?
Orange City.
Yeah, I've been there.
Interesting. Okay. Well, it's always fun to run into other travelers.
You're not part of that group, are you?
No. They were just asking if I could help them with a little problem. Unfortunately, I
mean that other group
I
from
really
that
can't.
city. The ones that caused the city a lot of trouble.
She's kind of smirking at you as she speaks. Oh, there's all kinds of groups that cause trouble in that city, hon. You'd have to be more specific than that.
I forget their name. They weren't that important.
That's probably right. She holds her hand out to you and kind of, in the you may take my hand kind of a pose. And she goes, I'm Dahlia. Who might you be?
I'm Tango.
We're this emerald scale.
You're right, yeah. That's what Simon said.
Oh, excellent. Well, I can see what you are. If I ever need anything like a little group like you, and she swirls her finger around towards the group, and if I see you, I'll know who to ask. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to enjoy the fresh waters. She turns and starts walking with her little dragonborn companions.
It's a weird little interruption.
She's probably the. I mean, she said her city, and we know that that city was run by that group. I can't remember the name. I want to say Scorpion something. Um,
I thought it was like
but
Scarlet something.
yeah, but
Go ahead. If anybody wants to give me either insight or just an intelligence check.
I don't know why it's giving me advantage. It shouldn't be advantage. It's just 10. Is it giving me advantage?
I'll give you
There
the
we go.
image for it.
She called me
Even
Hunter.
a 10 is fine. It's not a high check, especially a straight intelligence. It would be a DC of 10. She had what appeared to be a bit of a like almost like a small travel crown on her head. She didn't come off as gangster. She came off more like royalty.
Hmm.
Phalar would certainly be able to recognize something like what they would see as almost the attitude of a drow matron. And Parsnip, you easily picked up on her, more holier than thou, spoiled little rich girl, but at the same time, she seems to have a little bit going for her there with her adornments that says she's a little more than that. As she kind of walks by, the orc gentleman kind of steps up. He's got his head down. He goes, sure, you were looking for me?
Yep. Heard your wife's missing.
Yeah, yes, she is.
When'd she go missing?
Oh, God, they took her. They took her about 2 weeks. It doesn't seem like they wanted to hurt her. They could have hurt her when they took her. So I'm sure she's okay.
Okay. Do you know why they took her?
I don't know. Yeah, they came. We were traveling. They were on her fast. They were tying her up. They were wrapping her up. She just told us to run. Told us to get the kids out. Oh, this is my son Vogue and my daughter Masha here. Yeah, she just said we go. I didn't want to, but there were so many of them. I didn't know what to do. I had to get the kids to safety. So we left.
Who is they?
I don't know. I hadn't seen them before. They're clearly some kind of a clan. I could tell that. They're he kind of motions to himself. They were orcs. We thought we would. We thought we wouldn't do this kind of things to ourselves, but they started dragging her away. They didn't try to hurt any of us, from what I could tell, but they made it quite clear I shouldn't follow them.
There hasn't been any sort of contact since. No ransom. No demands.
No, I waited a bit. I followed the trail before the wind swept it away. Not that far. I've been trying to get someone to help me. I just got back here myself day before yesterday. Someone suggested that I go and I put a notice out in the city nearby that we might find some help if I did that. But these guys, as far as I can tell, they're holed up in like a little inlet in the rocks. And this little I don't know what a little valley would be called, but it's like a little tiny valley that they're inside. And I stayed pretty far away. There's a lot of them. There's got to be just dozens, sir. Um, I could kind of point it out to you if you really are trying to help.
Yeah. Seems forward enough. Anything else that feels important that we might need to know?
Uh, I don't know what's important. I've never had to anything like this happen before. What do I say?
Oh, I don't know. Did you notice any sort of traps, any dangers, a particular leader to look out for?
No, I didn't get close enough. Like I said, I could tell you. I think I got to at least 15 different ones that I saw, but there's probably more. I think there were about 10 of them that jumped us. Uh, we were we were just passing through. I don't know why they would want to do anything to us. They grabbed us uh, just a little west of where they're keeping her, in the middle of the desert. Night, they were quiet. I, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Where were you headed
Um,
to?
yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Oh, we were headed into the town. The place I put the notice, Torrenton or something. We were trying to get out of the desert, kind of. That we were at. We came from Crimson Peaks. We made it all the way through the desert. Almost got through it, and they hit us up. I don't want to be too far from her.
Gotcha. What made you want to leave Crimson Peaks? What made you want to leave the desert?
Well, we talked about it, and I, I'm getting got a little bit sore. Been doing manual labor my whole life. Thought I'd try to find like a little plot of land for myself. We were going to start a farm, so we had to go somewhere. Well, there's farmland near a city, certainly. So maybe we could find something there. That's certainly more important than I get my wife back.
Do you have like a painting of her, or can you describe her to us so we know who we're looking for? And like, what's her name?
Her name's Draga. Draga. And, she's just the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. She's got this hair. It's dark and it's pretty. It's about down to her shoulders and her teeth. The teeth are pretty too. She's got these tusks that pop out from her bottom a little bit, and oh, they're just so cute. And she smiles at them. She looks kind of a nice rusty blue gray skin color. Oh, it's pretty. It's so pretty. It's beautiful. That's all I could say. She's the prettiest little orc I ever seen. She's also she's a little strong. She's got she's she's kind of tough. But I like a strong woman.
Okay.
Yeah,
Real quick, you said her name was Draga or Darga.
Draga. Yeah.
Okay. And any distinguishing characteristics or like what was she wearing?
Oh well, she had on she had on some leathers. They're just some simple leathers. Um, not anything fancy, just enough so that when the wind's blowing against you, it doesn't want to cut your skin. She had a little necklace around a little It's got a little bit of leather pouch on it, and she could put stuff in it, but she never kept anything in particular. Sometimes she put a couple coins in there, but it does have a little drawing, of like the family.
Do you have a little drawing of the family?
No, that was something I gave her.
Oh, okay. Do your kids have any drawings of their mom?
Oh, I think we could do it. How we could do the drawing for you if you like.
Well, it would be good for us to know who we're looking for, right? Like get an idea or an image.
I think she's
Yeah,
stand.
Basha, do that. Draw the Venus on Mom's necklace for them. Basha, she's a young orc, and she's got kind of this reddish hair. And she, okay. And she gets down. Here we go. She draws 4 stick figures in the sand.
Oh, that's really nice.
It looks just like that.
DM, would I know if I could use detect thoughts if he thinks about what his wife looks like? Would I get an idea of what his wife looks like?
Sure. You can do that.
Okay, I tell you what, buddy. I want you to think real hard about your wife and what she looks like. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast a spell, and I'm going to look inside your head, and that way I can see what she looks like too. Is that okay with you?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yes, you got some fancy stuff there. Go. Okay. I'm ready.
And all right,
Do that.
and he'll cast detect thoughts.
Okay. You cast detect thoughts. You can push harder to see things, and there's there's no surface thoughts, nothing that gives any kind of indication that there's anything other than just him being concerned about this. And you do get a strong image of his wife.
Sorry, I just thought stick figure. Okay, thank you so much for that. We'll do our best. On this here map, and I show him our map of the area, which I'm assuming we're using. Can you point roughly where they were? Because you said about the middle of the desert. Is that right? Did I hear that right?
So, they see that thing you got written down as the Sunstone Hold.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that if you get there, you're too far. They're not far from here at all. They're really close.
Oh, wonderful. One last question. What was that lady, Miss Dahlia, talking to you about?
I was asking her if she could help get my wife back. And she's like, oh, I know I can do a lot of things, but I'm really far from home, and the weather's so hot right now. Because she's always telling people that she's here for them and that she's going to be nice and help out. But, so I'm like, maybe she can help with this, but she didn't seem like she could really help with this kind of thing.
She seemed more concerned about catching some waves.
Yeah. Okay, well, I tell you what. Thank you for all the information. Keep an eye out on your little ones. And if I don't have any other questions, does anyone else have any questions that they want to ask before we head out?
I do, yeah. I just want to make sure how he feels about this tribe being taken out, or if this is more of a try not to hurt them and just save the wife type deal.
Well, that's a good question. Yeah.
I mean, I just care about getting my wife back. I don't care if every single one of them burns in hell, or if you go in there and you're like, hey, listen to me, and you just like tell them that something. I don't know. I'm not too good at coming up with lies, so maybe you tell her that some dragon is going to come down and turn them all into icicles or something. If they don't get my wife back, I don't know.
Okay, buddy.
I need to hear.
All right. Well, keep an eye out on your belongings, and we'll be back.
Thank you all very much. Appreciate that.
Let's go kill some orcs.
And with that, I think we're at a pretty good stopping point.